and the world.
Donc on attend.
A crime that shook France and the world.
Donc on attend qu'une lumière soit faite sur la manière dont ça a pu être commis, de la manière dont au moins 83 hommes ont pu violer durant une dizaine d'années la même femme en toute impunité, s'organiser sur Internet en toute impunité, alors qu'il y avait quand même des alertes sur l'état de la santé de la victime, la solution chimique.
This is the story of Giselle Pellicott, a 72-year-old woman who was allegedly raped by unknown men for over 10 years after being drugged to sleep by her husband of 50 years, Dominique Pellicott. The incident garnered global attention after Giselle told a French court of her horror as the trial in her case began on September 2nd. She took the stand for the first time on September 5th and said that police had saved her life by uncovering the abuse, as her daughter and 2 sons watched the testimony. In almost 90 minutes of testimony, she recounted her mysterious health problems. For years, she said, she had strange memory lapses and other health problems and thought she might have had Alzheimer's. She spoke about a fateful meeting with the police in November 2020 when she was invited to speak to investigators. During the meeting, she was shown images of the sexual abuse orchestrated and filmed by Dominique. She was shown what she described as barbaric pictures, where she remembered she was lying motionless on the bed, being raped. She told the court, "For me, everything is falling apart. Everything I have built up over 50 years. I just wanted to disappear. I asked my son-in-law to stay next to my daughter when I told her that her father had raped me, and had me raped by others. She let out a howl, whose sound is still etched on my mind." She told the 5 judges hearing her case that she had only plucked up the courage to watch the video footage in May 2024. She said that none of her abusers alerted the police, while stressing that even an anonymous phone call could have saved her life. Giselle said that up until the police approached her, their marriage had been generally happy, and she and her husband had overcome a number of financial and health-related difficulties. The lawyers for some of the defendants had questioned on September 4th whether the couple had had a libertine relationship, or whether it was credible that Giselle had noticed nothing for the entire decade of the abuse. The woman rejected this argument, saying, "Don't talk to me about sex scenes. These are rape scenes." Giselle Pellicott reiterated that she was never complicit and had never pretended to be asleep when asked by lead judge Roger Arata.
Tout ce que je pouvais dire, c'est pas évident, bien évidemment, c'est un exercice de style qui n'est pas facile. Et puis il y a aussi la pression de tous ces individus qui sont derrière moi. Et je sens bien qu'on essaye, au niveau des questions, de me piéger, bien évidemment. Donc j'essaye de répondre le mieux possible. Et puis il va falloir se battre jusqu'au bout, bien sûr, parce que ce procès va durer 4 mois. Voilà.
She has insisted that the trial take place in public so the full facts of the case can emerge. Giselle waived her right to anonymity to shift the shame back onto the accused, her legal team said. After she gave her testimony on September 5th, her family said via their lawyer that their full surname could be published. Giselle said she wanted to draw attention to the dangers of sexual crimes through so-called chemical submission, or drugging someone with malicious intent. She said, "I'm speaking for every woman who's been drugged without knowing it. I'm taking back control of my life to denounce chemical submission. Many women don't have the proof. I have the proof of what I've been through." Giselle is in the process of divorcing her husband, who has admitted to the charges against him. The police started investigating him after he was caught filming up women's skirts in a supermarket. Giselle said she had forgiven the upskirting after he promised her that it had been a one-off incident. Dominique is also charged with violating the privacy of both Aurore and Celine Pellicott on suspicion of taking sexual photos of them without their permission. Some of the photos were taken from inside bathrooms, where the women were naked. Both women testified that they felt degraded.
M. Pellicott a soustrait le consentement de l'intégralité des femmes qui composaient cette famille. Puisque quand il fait le choix de prendre des photos intimes à l'insu de ma cliente, bien évidemment, il reproduit le même le schéma qu'il a reproduit notamment avec les femmes qui ont été victimes de M. Pellicot dès lors qu'elles étaient dans des cabines d'essayage à Leclerc, et bien en réalité, le fait de dissimuler des caméras, le fait de dissimuler des objectifs pour pouvoir prendre en photo des jeunes femmes à leur insu, et bien finalement, il l'a réalisé auprès des siens également.
The 71-year-old father of three, Dominique Pellicot, documented his actions on a hard drive in a folder labeled Abuse, lead investigator Jeremy Bossy-Platier has said. Adding this is what led police to track down 50 suspects besides the husband. On September 3rd, the second day of trial, the presiding judge also spoke about how naked photomontages of the Pellicot's daughter had also been found on Dominique's computer in a folder titled Around My Daughter, Naked. Documents before the court indicate that Dominique admitted to police that he got satisfaction from watching other men have sex with his unconscious wife.
Elle était dans la mesure, ça c'est incontestable, elle était d'une dignité exceptionnelle. Lui est coupable, incontestablement, enfin je veux dire il plaide coupable, ça a toujours été. Il attendait de rencontrer sa femme dans cette condition-là, de savoir ce qu'elle pense, elle lui a fait passer le message. Donc quelque part, voilà, c'était le moment qu'il attendait, il l'a eu.
The investigators counted around 200 instances of rape, most of them by her husband and more than 90 by strangers. Giselle said she had recognized only one of her alleged rapists, a man who had come to discuss cycling with her husband at their home. She said, "I saw him now and then in the bakery. I would say hello. I never thought he'd come and raped me." The assaults took place between July 2011 and October 2020, mainly in the couple's home in Mazan, a village of 6,000 people in the southern region of Provence. Many defendants in the case contest the rape charge against them, claiming that they thought they were taking part in a consensual sex game. Most of the suspects face up to 20 years in jail for aggravated rape if convicted. 18 of the 51 accused are in custody, including Dominique. 32 other defendants are attending the trial as free men. The last suspect, still at large, is being tried in absentia, with hearings expected to last 4 months, until December 20th.